Hey everyone, Silic here. So today I'm going to be doing a new type of video to hopefully help players aspiring to climb out of low elo. The purpose of these videos are to show how you can stomp low elo players and always 1v9 carry your games. Even though these videos are going to be Jax matchup specific, there's still a lot to learn about top lane fundamentals through these videos, so make sure to keep watching. Bear in mind that I was lagging a little throughout this game as I recorded, so there will probably be some minor lag spikes, unfortunately, but they should be fixed by the next video. So this game's matchup is Jax versus Mordekaiser in low gold MMR. To keep it simple, let's just stick to figuring out top lane and jungle synergy, since those are the two most important things to know about as a top laner. They have a Shyvana jungle, who is a heavy power farmer and port gang potential, and my jungler, who's a Master Yi, is also similar in that regard. Therefore, this would be more of a 1v1 lane between me and Mordekaiser, and I need to look to play aggressive and keep track of Shyvana so I don't die to a potential gank. Versus Mordekaiser, I need to look to gain advantages before level 6, and so that's exactly what I do here. So level 1, I'm walking into the early bush. I'm just going to go behind Mordekaiser because I know I win the level 1 all in. So I'm going to try and sneak behind him and then try to all in him. I'm waiting for minions to crash because that way when I auto him, the caster minions will turn around and auto me, and my E will do a lot more damage than if it was not charged up with a bunch of dodges, because my E does more damage the more it dodges. So as you can see, I win that trade. Now his Q's coming up, so I have to dodge it. I missed the first 3 minions, but that's not too bad. It's only, I guess it's 60 gold, but it gave me a really good trade level 1, and now I have minion advantage as well, so I'll hit level 2 first. I take Q poke, unnecessary, but otherwise it's still pretty good. I'm zoning more off minions to make sure he doesn't get free CS. And now I hit level 2 on this minion. I mess up, but it should be okay. I can all-in him on my next rotation. Just make sure to dodge his E, because that's what Mords take. And he can only cast it from his body, so all you have to do is sidestep from his body. And I got pretty lucky with the Q dodge there. And he doesn't respect my Q CD, so I take his flash. In a few seconds, I don't see him walk back to minions, so I know that he backed. So I'm going to look to try and push this in and then go for ward, because I know Shyvana started bot side, so she's going to be top side at around 3 minutes. So make sure the wave pushes in. That's also very important. So now I go take a ward, and I see Shyvana mid. So this looks like a good position for Yi to try and win. So I start walking because I might be able to help. If I don't, it's fine. I don't lose too much top because the wave just crashed. But it looks like I will be able to help versus his Shyvana, and I get a free assist. So that's pretty good. I'm making my way back to lane, but I look at the wave state, and it's slow pushing into me. So I have enough time to back and walk back to lane and have it outside of my tower range, so I can freeze it. And if I come back to lane with item advantage, I can permanently freeze, and Mordekaiser has 0 summoner spells, so he just can never walk up. I can always zone him. Not only that, but because of my item advantage, I can probably kill him. Master Yi pings top, and this could be a good gank. I decide to just whittle him down a little bit before Master Yi comes, but I end up Master Yi just never ends up coming. And yeah, Mordekaiser just does not land a single ability. So at this point, I could just freeze the wave. There's nothing he can do. Freezing the wave denies the most experience in gold, so always keep that in mind. How you freeze is from this position, you just have 4 casters, or three casters and like a melee minion. Cannons are around 2 minions worth, but you can always thin it out if the wave gets too big. So it's not much of a worry if your wave is too big, or the enemy wave is too big. So now I'm up about 10 CS. I'm up a level, and I still have TP and Flash. So this lane is basically won already. Shyvana can never gank me, and Mordekaiser can just never walk up, especially with Master Yi topside right now. There's no point in me warding because nothing is going to happen. I get hit by his E there, which isn't too bad. The wave is getting a little bit bigger. I trade with him a little bit to whittle him down because I know I'm going to TP back. And now I just let him push in the wave and then catch all these minions here. Waiting out that tower shot was pretty important because it let me get all the CS because of that. Bork is a very strong item into Mordekaiser, especially Vampiric Scepter early, because it gives me the sustain needed to out-sustain his Q poke. And Bork is just good into Mord because he stacks a lot of armor or HP early on, so he can just never 1v1 you. So this wave's gonna slow push into him, most likely. He's missing, and so I just wait here. He misses a lot of XP and minions and gold if he leaves lane like that. But I think he backed, so I decided to hard shove this. Because now I can walk into Shyvana jungle and make sure and ward to make sure that she doesn't gank me. Yep, so a good way to know if your wave will crash is by looking at your upcoming wave. That's how you know where the enemy's wave is, and you just get a feel for how long it'll take for your minions to get into their tower. So I see Mord walk back to lane, so he backed, and this ward's nice because I can see Shyvana blue and Gromp, and when she does get there, she's not gonna walk topside because I have vision there and there's no camps. So this wastes more of her time and also gets me 4 free CS, which is pretty nice. So now I know Mordekaiser just used all 3 of his abilities. So as soon as my Q is up, he dies. And yeah, he just dies here. He has nothing. My padding was a little bit poor there. I should have kept walking down because that's the only way he can go. But it still worked out in the end. So now I hard shove. He has no TP or flash. It should be coming up at around 8 to 9 minutes because he TP'd at like level 2. So as you can see now, I'm already up 3 levels on this Mordekaiser, and it's only 8 minutes into the game. And I didn't do anything cool. I just made sure I walked mid, and then I killed him when there was an opportunity to. And look, I see Shyvana top now. She's level 6, and she has nothing to farm topside, so she's going to walk back towards her bot side. So this is perfect for me because if you look at the wave right now, it's slow pushing into me, so I can freeze on Mordekaiser again, and he just can never walk up. I don't care about my other laners because I can just 1v9 this game if I just get fed enough versus Mord. So Shyvana uses R here, and Master Yi unfortunately is going to die, but overall it's okay. Wave is slow pushing towards me, and Mordekaiser is level 6, I'm level 8. Because I know Shyvana used her ult, even if she walks top, I can most likely 1v2 them. I would just target Mordekaiser to force out his R and then kill him. Or else then if I attack Shyvana first, he'll R me when Shyvana gets low, and I have to go through 2 people's HP bars. This flash by me was pretty greedy. I got kind of unlucky with my W. It was nearly about to kill him, but his R actually just gave him a crap ton of health. Shyvana's top side, I guess I could have roamed and gone on to Herald, but I was afraid that Mord could just collapse, and I think I don't win that. So I know Mord backed, so I'm going to shove in this wave and then just buy my Bork. Yep, so Mord gets back to lane. I jump away. I'm up 2 levels still, which isn't too bad. I'm also up like 36 CS, roughly. I just saw him use his E and Q on the wave, so he has no way to escape from me after using his E. So if he walks back to lane, I just jump on him, just like that. And I just need to stun him, and I can just run him down. There's nothing he can do. He doesn't have his E for a couple more seconds, and he just dies. Now, it's past the 10-minute mark, so I know his TP is coming up. So I have 15 seconds to shove in this wave and the next wave. So I cancel my back because I need to shove this wave in, or else I lose a lot of minions and XP. I don't have time to clear in the casters, but because I know my melees are going to attack the casters, which is under his tower, the wave will still slow push into me. Unless he freezes like that, but he Qs the casters. So it's good for me. After Bork, I'm going to look to build Phage, and then build that into Triforce. If I were to build versus their team comp, I'd probably build Bork, Triforce, maybe Black Cleaver or Death Stance. Both are very good because they have a mix of AP. And Titanic also is very nice under their comp because I want to one-shot Shyvana or Sivir or Pantheon. Especially if I'm ahead, I can one-shot them with Titanic. I thought Master Yi was going to win the 2v1 here, but he does get Shyvana, but he doesn't get the Pantheon. It was fairly close. At this point, I wanted to look to dive Mordekaiser. I'm up 3 levels again, and I have my Bork and Phage. So I hard shove this wave in, and I wanted to look to poke him under tower, which is what I'm going to do here. So yeah, he used his E and Q, so I was like, this looks fairly good, and I auto-attack him. But unfortunately, he actually pressed R fast enough, and I was way too deep into their tower, so I could not get out of turret range. I shouldn't have gotten greedy and just not pressed E and just W'd him and then Q'd away, and he probably wouldn't have R'd me instantly. My mistake there was just auto-attacking or drawing aggro right when he pressed R. It was smart of him to press it, but regardless, it was bad for me. I should have just kept attacking tower. The good thing, though, is that he doesn't have TP, he's low, and I have TP. So this basically ensures I get first tower. So even though my tower dive was a pretty bad misplay, I still get 610 gold for free off his tower. And I basically get whole topside control after I take the tower, because Gromp is currently up, most likely. So yeah, Shyvana is walking through river. So after this, I'll probably go Gromp and Wolves, and then try and roam as well towards mid lane, because after you get first tower, you want to shove in waves in topside, and if you can fully tower dive your laner, then you can do that. But if you can't, then it's good to shove in waves and try and rotate towards mid lane or bot lane and get a kill. Okay, so Master Yi just gets a double kill, so I know I get these camps for free. It's not really worth for me to try and fight Mordekaiser, just because he's fairly hard to turret dive if he has his R. So I just make sure I get my CS, get some poke in, and I'm trying to build towards Triforce, but after this wave, I cannot buy Sheen or Triforce, so I just buy my Stinger, and then I have just enough for boots, and Mercs is fairly good into them because of AP Shyvana, AP Mord, and then they also have a decent amount of CC with Rakan and Pantheon. I was looking if he would walk up and cancel my back, because if he does, he insta-dies, but he respected me, which was nice. Pantheon makes a play bot, so I was thinking about going mid, but I see that Rakan and Sivir are probably going to push in that wave and try and look for tower damage, so I start walking bot lane. Now is a good time to actually swap with your laner, because if you're this fed, you can definitely 2v1, and Jinx and Yuumi can probably take on Mordekaiser as well and get Herald. So I don't walk directly towards tower, because then they'll just leave. So I flank around, and see, now they see me on a ward, but it's kind of late, and I'll probably get them here. I flashed the knockup because I probably wouldn't have killed them, but Sivir actually took like no damage from my W, which caught me off guard. I can't chase after this, but Rakan is being dumb, and I just stun him midair and burn his exhaust for free. I think he thought that he could exhaust me and kill me under tower with tower damage, but I stunned him too early, so he couldn't even do that. Now I get bot tower for free. Yumi's walking bot for no apparent reason. I tell her to leave. And now I'm 5-1, about 10 CS per minute, and I'm really strong. Like, no one... they probably need a 3v1 with me, at least, because at this point, I could probably get Triforce after my back. And you would probably debate between Death's Dance and Titanic Hydra currently. The thing is, no one on their team is a huge threat, so I can just build Death's Dance and just sustain and make sure I don't die through team fights. Infernal's coming up, so I make sure to buy some big items with my 2k gold, and walk towards Infernal. This fight is very important because if the enemy team wins this fight, it brings them back into the game, and they get a free Infernal and probably 3 or 4 kills, which you don't want. So you need to make sure that you walk towards this objective. Usually, if you haven't gotten top tower at this point and both laners are top, you want to make sure you have TP, and if you don't, if you know you win the 5v4, then start walking. It's okay to concede some gold top. And yeah, they just get 3-man stun, and we're just too strong at this point. Yeah. Our team hyperscales, and if you win this early game, all you have to do is win basic fights and just keep scaling. Like, I'm not tower diving anything or like running in 1v9. Like, I just keep CCing on the side lane, and then if they walk to me, then I just kill them. And that's it. And just make sure that you don't get caught off guard with a large number of people coming towards you. I think I got sidetracked here because all 5 of them started spawning. I wanted to take this tower and leave. Not sure why I kept walking forward, but then all 5 of them walked up. I pop E and R just in time, and I know after Shyvana ulted me, I know if I can get my E back in time, I kill them. So I managed to get that off, and yeah, Triumph and just Bork just heals me to full health. That's how much they can do. And I get a very poor penta, but that's pretty nice. At this point, it's just GG. They can't do anything. Like, you're 1v5ing them pre-20. And I think here I go for Death's Dance and build towards Sterix, because that's just how much gold I had. But yeah, I'm probably like more than twice Mord's gold, and all I did was make sure that I funneled a lot of gold into myself. I walked into lanes where I could get kills, and that's basically it. Like, I have 4k gold, I can buy a full item. It's just over. So a lot, what to like note from this game is make sure you know what you want to accomplish during a loading screen. So I knew that I needed to beat Mord early, and if I die to a gank, that's bad because then I can't really pressure Mord as hard. So don't die to ganks, and then make sure to kill Mord. And as you saw in this game, like, I just kept jumping on Mord every time he used his abilities on the wave. Because in low elos, they'll always use their abilities on the wave for no reason. And then once you get like 2 or 3 kills, you take first tower, you can get Herald, you can pop mid tower with the Herald, and then you 4-man, 5-man bot, just ping your team to walk over and start heading towards bot lane. And then you just got all 3 outer turrets. And that's just pretty simple. That's usually what I do in lower elos. There's not much to it. Just make sure you don't int lane too hard. And yeah, sub about 20-minute game. 13-1-4, and I think I was up, let's see. Yeah. I mean, in this game, I'm up 8k gold on my Mordekaiser. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you guys then.